Sufi Melody. Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Ibrahim Anli. I am the Executive Director of Rumi Forum. I'm truly happy to see familiar faces and new friends joining us. So tonight is a landmark anniversary. It's the 750th of the passing away of the great luminary. And as there are celebrations and occasions around the world to reconnect with his legacy, we wanted to organize this end of the year gathering that corresponds also to Sheb-i Arus. So, which is what in his will, Rumi wanted it to be named as, and to be remembered as a time of contemplation rather than just outright mourning. And we all know that he had totally, like many Sufis of his contemporaries and came in other ages, he had a very different calculation of life. And he said, keep breaking your heart until it opens. And he said the crack, where the crack is, where it is broken, is where the light comes in. So, and we'll be hearing a number of remedies to life's difficult moments from him tonight. We began with Sufi Melody, and working with over the last few years, and so happy to have them on this night join us. And they will be performing several other songs from the Sufi literature, and you'll be able to find the lyrics if you can scan the square code that we were circulating. If you haven't still done so, please find those copies and just scan them with your smart device. And our speaker tonight, author Sara Snyder, will be reading us from Rumi's poetry, and with Sufi Melody performing in the background. And also we'll be hearing from Sara about well-being through Rumi's verses, through her experience of Sufi practices in a retreat, and her studies in Rumi, and how they all blend into our individual lives as we navigate complicated lives and try to find our well-being and mental wellness. And we will close with an interactive moment of reflection, asking people what they have in mind or what they have heard has stimulated in their minds. So, but before going all into this, I'd like to open with a minute of silence and acknowledgement of the witness to the war in the Middle East and the incredible pain and suffering there. Indeed, pain and suffering taking place all over the world, in many war-torn countries. And it's important, we believe, acknowledge that, and thanks, Sara, for highlighting this. So let's take a moment of silence, and you do your reflection in the way you wish. Thank you. So now I invite Sara, Sara Snyder, our speaker and guest tonight, to recite some lines from Rumi.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Salam alaikum. Shalom. Namaste. Peace. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, yet again, come, come. What's not here? I start out on this road, call it love or emptiness. I only know what's not here. Resentment seeds, back-scratching greed, worrying about outcome, fear of people. When a bird gets free, it doesn't go back for remnants left at the bottom of the cage. Close by, I am rain. Far off, a cloud of fire. I seem restless, but I am deeply at ease. Branches tremble, but the roots are still. I am a universe in a handful of dirt, whole when totally demolished. Talk about choices does not apply to me. While intelligence considers options, I am somewhere lost in the wind. Love. Love is that never sleeps, nor even rests, nor stays for long with those that do. Love is a language that cannot be said or heard. Listening. What is deep listening? Sama is a Greek reading from the secret ones inside. The heart is a letter. The branches of your intelligence grow new leaves in the wind of this listening. The body reaches a peace. Rooster sound comes, reminding you of your love for dawn. The reed flute and the singer's lips, the knack of how spirit breathes in us, becomes as simple and ordinary as eating and drinking. The dead even rise with the pleasure of listening. If someone can't hear a trumpet melody, sprinkle dirt on his head and declare him dead. Listen and feel the beauty of your separation, that unsayable absence. There's a moon inside every human being. Learn to be companions with it. Give more of your life to this listening. As brightness is to time, so you are to the one who talks to the deep ear in your chest. I should sell my tongue and buy 1,000 ears when that one steps near and begins to speak. What it praises. What it praises is one, so the praise is one too. Many jugs being poured into a large basin. All religions, all this singing, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. Sunlight looks different on this wall than it does on that wall, and a lot different on this other one, but it's still one light. We have borrowed these clothes, these time and space personalities, from a light. And when we praise, we pour them back in. On the day I die. On the day I die, when I'm being carried toward the grave, don't weep. Don't say, he's gone. He's gone. Death has nothing to do with going away. The sun sets and the moon sets, but they're not gone. Death is a coming together. The tomb looks like a prison, but it's really a release into union. The human seed goes down in the ground like a bucket into the well where Joseph is. It grows and comes up full of some unimagined beauty. Your mouth closes here, and immediately it opens with a shout of joy there.
Now we'll be listening a select set of Sufi songs from Sufi Melody, and feel free to follow them through your device.
This is, right now, it's one of the very famous folklore songs in Turkey. Technically, it is not Sufi music, but when you look at the meaning and the lyrics and the emotions behind it, it is very in line with the same theme. Basically, the summary of the lyrics, the general meaning is he's saying, I'm going through a long but thin road and just traveling day and night, and it represents the life and everything comes with that. And more than being complaining, it's all about welcoming all the hardships and beauty. Everything comes and everything has a beautiful side when you look at from the right angle. So it tells about that journey. Enjoy. Thank you.
Yetişmek gündüz gece mavi. yamasıdır, yiyemezsin demedim. Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? Bu bir rıza lokmasıdır, yiyemezsin demedim mi? Bu bir rıza lokmasıdır, yiyemezsin demedim mi? Yemeyenler kanını açar, gözlerinden kanlar saçar. Bu birdenbir gelir geçer, duyamazsın demedim. Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? Bu birdenbir gelir geçer, duyamazsın demedim mi? Bu birdenbir gelir geçer, duyamazsın demedim mi? Bir sultana bir şahımız, Hakk'a ulaşır Rabbimiz. 12 imam katarımız, uyamazsın demedim mi? Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? Demedim mi, demedim mi, gönül sana söylemedim mi? 12 imam katarımız, uyamazsın demedim mi? 12 imam katarımız, uyamazsın demedim mi? 12 imam katarımız, uyamazsın demedim mi?
So once again, thanks to Sufi Melody for those mesmerizing tunes. We're so glad to have them with us tonight. So I'll invite our speaker, Sara Snyder, to share with us her remarks on spiritual well-being through a Rumi lens. Sara Snyder has been a writer for more than 30 years. She participates in live storytelling and blogs about self-care and retreating. With humor and insight, she inspires others through the telling of her own experiences to examine what it means to live a meaningful life. So as a reader of hers, I can strongly testimony that. So she blends humor so well into their stories. She's also the author of 4 books: Do-It-Yourself Retreats, a handbook for creating your space, setting an intention and getting the self-care you need, The Value of Your Soul, lessons in dealing with life's annoyances, using Rumi verse to live a more meaningful life, Plant Trees, Carry Ship, a woman's spiritual journey among the Sufis of Scotland, and Montana Scenic Drives, your travel companion visiting Montana scenic places, which is her native state. Thank you very much, Sarah, for being with us tonight, and the floor is yours. And in the meantime, I just want to highlight your attention that her books are here for sale, so at the end of the program, on your way out, feel free to get a copy to be autographed by her. Yeah, please.
Ibrahim said I use humor, but I'm not going to be very funny tonight, I don't think. It is an evening of celebration, however. Okay, maybe down a little bit. Okay. Our world is in chaos, and we, its creators. But when I read Rumi, the need for this chaos and all these veils that separate us, they fall away, they don't make any sense to me. What would Rumi say? Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too big to think about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Rumi's understanding about the unity of existence is clear. I think of Rumi as the original hippie. His writing is as esoteric and ecstatic as it is earthy and raw, as deep as it is whimsical, at once complex and simple. And all of it profound, of course. From theory to folklore to jokes to love poems to God, Rumi whispers as well as shouts. He even invites us to take off our clothes and dance. Rumi knows we are not our outward appearance and all its trappings. He knows we are the universe. And we wonder, why do we insist on living small lives, living lives of ego instead of spirit? Rumi says, this universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything you want, you are already that. Rumi tells us we are loved, and sometimes with no uncertain amount of lecturing. I call it Rumi shaking. He grabs you by the shirt collar and he shakes God's love into your bones. And he reminds you that all our treasures are inside. Why are you so enchanted by this world when a gold mine lives within you? Rumi also does not suffer the willfully ignorant. Ignorance is God's prison. Knowing is God's palace. Yet he knows the work of love is hard. Love comes with a knife, not some question and not with fears for its reputation. Love is a madman, working his wild schemes, tearing off his clothes, running through the mountains, drinking poison, and now quietly choosing annihilation. Rumi lived more than 700 years ago, and his works are still as relevant in the 21st century as they were in the 13th century. Change is a big driver for much of our suffering. We love our resistance to change, yet change is the only constant. It's the way of the world. When change is shaking the ground beneath my feet, Rumi reminds me to stop fretting. Try not to resist the changes that come your way, he tells me. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come. How do we respond to what life dishes up, to these ego traps that degrade our well-being? How do we rid ourselves of unnecessary suffering and create well-being in our lives? We can't heal our families, our communities, our country, or the world until we heal ourselves, until we know the value of our own souls. This is where well-being happens. Rumi tells us, if you know the value of every article of merchandise, but you don't know the value of your own soul, it will all have been pointless. Are lives pointless? Rumi doesn't spare us the shaking. Attend to the needs of your soul, but be kind to yourself. Love yourself, forgive yourself. Have a deep understanding of that gold mine within, your buried treasure. Pay attention to the ego traps that keep you stuck in disharmony, that distract you from being the real love that you are. Continue to be shaped, to be molded, to be turned. Escape from that prison of ignorance and enter that palace of knowing. This is Rumi's zikr, the remembrance of where he came from. Rumi knows the value of his soul. Do we? Take 10 minutes every day to quiet your mind, to listen. Your heart is that letter. Listen to what it has to say. Allow your intelligence to grow new leaves, Rumi tells us, in that listening. Feel how spirit breathes through you until it becomes as simple as ordinary eating and drinking. There is a moon inside every human being. Learn to be companions with it. Give more of your life to this listening. As brightness is to time, so you are to the one who talks to that deep ear in your chest. Through your zikr, your intentional remembering, you'll begin to understand the value of your soul and recognize that value in other. According to Coleman Barks, from whom these translations I've used come, in the midst of the Crusades and that sectarian violence of Rumi's day, Rumi said, I go to the mosque and to the synagogue and to the church, and I see one altar. As we are witnessing that violence still today, remember that Rumi also says that people who consider religion or nation an important human category are in danger of severing the heart from its ability to act compassionately. So, gamble everything for love. Half-heartedness does not reach into majesty. If you set out to find God, avoid those mean-spirited roadhouses. Instead, gamble everything for love.
Thank you very much, Sarah. So another powerful reminder that this man is no nostalgia, he's no ceremony, he's really to the point, and powerful reminder why his message keeps resonating as times and places change. So before we'll have time for food and informal conversations as long as you prefer to stay. But while we are all in the same room sitting together, is there anything that you would like to share with the rest of the group about Rumi, about your Rumi, your personal experience or story with Rumi, or about what we had tonight? So if there is anything that you would like to share with the rest of the group, this is your moment. So feel free to share some reflections or insights, if you wish. And again, you'll have time for conversations and food to meet, mingle, and hear one another's story. So, please.
Well, sir, I have a meditation question. I don't do it often, but when I do, I unfortunately have a tendency to fall asleep. And the question is, does that mean I'm doing it incorrectly?
Okay, so that's...
Or maybe that's a question for Sarah.
Yeah, I turned to Sarah, who spent great time.
No pressure or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Do you meditate lying down?
Yeah.
Stop meditating lying down. Meditate sitting up. Don't do it in your bedroom.
Oh, okay.
If you can find another place, sit quietly and try it for short periods of time, maybe 5 minutes at a time. It's very, very difficult to quiet the mind for more than 30 seconds even. But definitely don't meditate while you're lying in bed, because you will fall asleep.
Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so the answer is yes, I am doing it wrong.
There is no wrongdoing or right doing.
Okay.
I totally agree with that last statement. Because you know how coffee entered the world of Muslims? It was through dervishes. So they heard about this weird seed discovered somewhere in Africa that keeps people awake. And the dervishes who had a strong desire to stay awake the whole night in devotion started brewing coffee, and they were the masters of baristas among early Muslims. And in fact, some tariqas, some Sufi orders had their coffee blessing before they drank the coffee, because they considered this seed and the drink that came out of it to be somehow holy, as it was helping their devotion through the long nights. So, thanks very much for this reflection. So now we'll ask Sufi Melody to close the official part of this gathering with a song, and then we will be inviting everyone to share food and conversations as we are here. So in addition to Sarah's books that you can find on this table, we also have Rumi Forum publications that you can pick for free, including this one-pager about Rumi Forum's work that hopefully will keep you connected over the new year. And feel free to consider making your end of the year gift to Rumi Forum. So on this note, I turn to Sufi Melody.
Whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, daughter of faith, come, whoever you are. This saves every caravan of despair. Come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, daughter of faith. Come, whoever you are. This saves every caravan of despair. It doesn't matter if you've broken your vows. That's how whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of living in the past. Come, whoever you are.